doesn't seem to have spawned anything. I'm pretty close now. Surely it's... Oh, no, hang on. I can see a drone. Something's there. Alright. Let's just get out. Okay, it's within range. Oh, bullets. And we'll aim for those angry limes. Let's see how we go. Haven't even got a rear camera on this, so I'm just wondering whether it was the right thing. But there's the limes. Hopefully it just keeps chasing me, and then as it goes through, the limes will sort of deal to it. I mean, between the 4 Gatling guns and the missiles, although you'd have to get pretty lucky for it to go in front. Hello Space Engineers, welcome back to Hephaestus Prime. I'm Wellington6012. How's everybody doing today? Me, I'm pretty mixed feelings today. Things did not go well, so let's just find out how not well they went, and then we'll get on with the day and figure out a bit of a plan for what I'm going to do, because I have no idea. Now I'm all lined up to dissect the 2 grapefruits. What I might do is when I get through them, spin around so that my thrust stops me, and then hopefully I'll sort of just hold position, be able to fire off a few shots, but also have the fighter in range of the grapefruits. Oh, and there's smoke coming out the back of the missile. Alright, we're all stopped. Go back through. Oh, did that just take out a grapefruit? A angry lime, I mean. Yeah, it did. Oh no. Oh, it's taking out the other one too. Why is it going after them and not me? Alright. Still chasing after those grapefruits, so I should be able to get a few shots. Oh. Dagnabbit. Okay. Is those grapefruits still alive? Grapefruits, angry limes. The angry lime's still alive. There's one there. Oh, it seems to be missing quite a few things. Oh, well, that's not going to be much help. Alright. Now what? Okay, it's coming over this direction. I've got that Gatling gun out the front, so I'll have to go and flick that on. I really was expecting those angry limes to put up a bit more of a fight than that. Oh, it's shooting my sign. Alright, Gatling gun. I don't think it's got a name. It's, there it is up the top. Oh, yep, that's doing the business. I can't control it from here. Alright. Oh, it's making good noises. Stop shooting, I think it must be just reloading. Okay, we'll turn that off, because it'd be good to keep it reasonably intact. It should just about be coming down anyway. Would have been nice if I can control that Gatling gun, but never mind, I wasn't really planning to be having the fight back here. Just do a few shots, it's still up there. Ow, run away, run away. Oh. Okay, I think the Gatling gun's going to have to go back on. Hopefully I can get to my gear. Oh no, the grapefruit. Alright, that's got it. It's down. Oh, I better turn that Gatling gun off, it'll keep shooting. Then I'll grab my gear. Oh, that poor grapefruit. I knew I should have brought it inside. Just grab my gear. Oh, and there's a big hole in my floor too. Yeah, things really could have gone a lot better. Alright, I'll empty out my inventory because there'll be stuff flying around. No doubt lots of scrap metal everywhere. Yep. I might actually, just before I go over to the fighter thing, I might just clean all this up. Don't want it to sort of, whoops, wrong button. Don't want it to despawn, so I may as well make the most of the salvage while I can. Not sure why I like my sign so much. Maybe it was trying to get those little batteries and stuff under there. But anyway, I better go and check out this grapefruit. Oh, why didn't I put that inside? Why haven't I built a hanger for it? Because that's what I was intending to do. But I just haven't had time. So that's still on the list, a hanger. And I have got the grapefruit blueprint. The grapefruit blueprinted. So yeah, I will... we'll reprint that. I think I'm going to have to make up some sort of printing device. I know I've got the welders on the front of the centipede, but maybe some sort of engineering department. Right, the cause of all my headaches. These atmospheric fighters. Tell you what, the Gatling gun's pretty much cleaned that up. It's pretty gutted. I'll just get rid of these loose bits, and then I think I'll need to get the flyer or something and lift the big parts out of the way because I can't quite reach them. But there's not much left of it. Fairly big chunk. Hopefully the flyer can lift it. So I'll just use, I'm not going to use merge blocks or anything like I did for the last one. I'm just going to give it a go with the landing gears. So just gently touch down. I think this is in a few pieces. Alright, locked in. Or maybe it's just in one big piece. Oops. Oh well, still managed to... It's wobbling a bit, but I'm able to control it. I guess all its batteries are gone, so it's just got no thrust or anything that's fighting. Right, so what we'll do is we'll pop this down here, and I think I'm going to have to build a grinder pit at some time. I don't think I can be bothered grinding down all these little niggly small grid things with my hand grinder, so I'll look at doing a grinder pit. You know, I just need to sort of reassess what I'm doing at the moment. I think some defences are going to have to be the first thing, and an easier way of turning them on and off. A lot of the trouble I had was fumbling about trying to get that Gatling gun on and off, so if I can get that better, I think that'll go a long way to helping when I'm attacked. Which is something I have actually thought about previously, like having an emergency type system, but like Star Trek, you know, when you do a red alert that everything turns on, powers up and whatnot. And yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do even before the events of today. So I'm just up here. I've obviously got the angry lime there, one that's still sort of operating. I'm just sort of seeing if there's anything else about, because the missile should be here somewhere. And also the other angry lime. Which you can't really see it. And it looks like all the... Unless there is no wreckage apart from that main bit that might have despawned, I might have been too far away. I don't know what my settings are for trash cleanup. I haven't got anything turned on, but whether the game just does it automatically. Because there is a limit, isn't there, for voxels, like the standard 57 or something. There was a lot of scrap metal on that on the tunnel entrance, so potentially that did override anything that's dropped out here. We'll just try and grab this, and we'll take it back to the base. Up we go. Cool. Alright. So yeah, definitely going to have to get some sort of grinder pit happening, I think. And there's some wreckage underneath me. Alright, so that's where the other angry lime is. Okay, we'll come back up and grab that. So on reflection, even though I've lost the angry limes, which I kind of knew were going to be disposable anyway, I've lost the missile, which is always disposable. They're always one-way kamikaze trip. The grapefruit's a bit unfortunate, not because I've lost a grapefruit, I can easily make another one. And the thing is with these drones, they're all low resource, you know, I designed them that way just to be lightweight so that I was never going to lose that much. Here is the other angry lime. I mean, even though they're completely ruined, they're still reasonably intact, so I'm not losing a lot of resource, and I don't have a shortage of resource. Now, just thinking ahead so I don't accidentally blow up that space pirate fighter that's currently sitting on my front doorstep, along with blowing up the front doorstep, I'm going to turn these missiles off. Yeah, and they weren't much good on automatic. I really needed to be in control of it in order to make the most of them. It hasn't been a complete write-off. All these things are blueprinted. Yeah, it's a shame about the grapefruit, not because the grapefruit and the cost of it, just it's been such a workhorse. It's done so much work for me through in the last few episodes. It's just a real shame to lose it. I'm not going to make a memorial out of it like I am the original missile. That was, of course, the key to taking Treasure Island. A shame, nevertheless, to lose what's been a bit of a friend. Anyway, enough of that. Onto the salvage. So, I think this is the last piece of Angry Lime, which is just not behaving. Come on, latch. There we go. And then I need to find the missile, which I thought I spotted a bit of red over in one of those bushes over there earlier when I was sort of flying around on the jetpack. Typical, the rain set in, that's how we started off today, and that's how we're going to finish today. Now, in actual fact, I think that I'm going to finish the episode before now. I'm sure it's underneath one of these trees here somewhere. There it is. Spotted it. Yeah, so I'm actually going to record the outro for what's probably going to be the previous video, and then the intro for what's probably this video, because that didn't really go to plan, so yeah, I'm going to have to do some wrangling with the timelines, but this seems like quite a nice spot, so once I've done that, I'll take this back to base. Alright, sorry about that. We'll get this last piece of wreckage back to the base. Quite a nice spot here, actually. Would be a nice place for a picnic if it weren't raining. But anywho, and then we'll have to get on with the next plan of attack. Just ignore that big sign. It's from the outro. Well, obviously don't ignore it. Just forget that it's there for now, and at the end of the episode when I normally put it up. Anyway. Yeah, so we'll get back to the base. I'll drop this off. We'll have a bit of a look at the wreckage, and then I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. So, grinder pit is one option. I think some defences might be another option. It's kind of like if I put them off and put them off and put them off, I probably won't do them. So, maybe I just prioritise and make that happen. Yeah. Especially since I've still got some daylight as well. I could probably do the grinder thing at night. As you can see, there is a little bit of stuff here. So, despite the carnage and chaos that happened, I don't think there's really been any great losses resource-wise. I think I've managed to get most of it back. Alright, so let's have a little bit of a closer look at what we've got left. Yeah, there's a little bit there, and yeah, there's not much left of that atmospheric fighter, but in saying that, not much left is still quite a bit, and there's some fairly large chunks left of the angry lime. So anyway, I am going to make some defences, so I think here's a pretty good spot, sort of overlooks everything. Is there one sort of on the equivalent side? Maybe a bit lower down, so you can sort of poke around the corner here, just up on here somewhere I think as well. So I will connect these to the base. They're not going to be sort of self-contained. I will do some remote ones that I think I will have a sort of separate power supply and stuff. For these ones I'll just connect, I think, by the armour blocks like I did the wind turbines. It is tempting to put in a conveyor system, but Yeah, I think that's just going to be overkill. They're not going to use that much ammo. I'll just put like a container underneath them. But having them connected to the main base will allow me to control them. So I'll just put a sort of button somewhere that I can press, and that'll just turn them on and turn them off. So that's what I'm going to do there. Probably need to have a control seat somewhere as well. So maybe have an armory or something. I am planning on an armory somewhere that all my ammo will be stored, but also a command center as well. So yeah, but just for now, we'll get a couple of turrets in. I'm just trying to find the right spot using these blocks here, so just sort of setting out where they're going to be, and then what I'll do is I'll build the structure. Oops, just dropped one there. Yeah, I'll build the structure, the turret, and then connect it up to the base, but doing it this way will just allow me to get it right. And I think just sort of up in that craggy stuff just there, it's kind of level and is just a peaks above the corner a bit. Yeah, so, and then what I'll do is I'll get rid of the scaffolding and I'll drill a hole through the hill like I did with the turbines. Use that that pink projection that I've got, the just a single row, and I can figure out where I've got to put the rack underground. So just to deal with this cragginess and raise it above the ground, what I'll do is put in a little bit of a platform that the turret will sit on, and it will protrude above that. So that's pretty much all sorted there where that one's going to go. So I'll just get rid of all this, get some resource in my inventory, and then I'll come back up and finish that off. Alright, I'll pop a cargo container in here, and that way I can just put some ammo in there, quite a pile of it, then I won't have to worry about it. And I can always link it back to a screen back at the command center or the armory, and then, you know, just with what's in there, so I can just keep an eye on how much ammo is there. I think that's going to be a lot better than putting conveyors in. Just, yeah, it'll take forever to lay a conveyor up here just for the sake of a little bit of ammo. Right, so that's pretty much finished off that base. Might see about plugging the gaps. Now I need to put probably a couple of conveyors on, and that yeah, that cargo container is probably in the wrong place. It'll be protected, but I won't necessarily be able to access it. Right, I have to have it sorted out. Just another ship coming over. We'll have to have a look at taking out one of those ships at one point. I'm only saying that today because I'm just sort of feeling a bit, funny about losing my grapefruit. I've taken that pretty hard, actually. The angry limes don't worry me, they were always built to fight, and the missile was always one way, but grapefruit I'm sort of missing a bit. Right, so we're all sort of set. Now I'll put the edge on here, and I'm going to use heavy armour to give it a bit of protection. So I'll just lay all this out, and yeah, just a pretty simple shape tapering off. And of course the most important thing, I'm going to have to think about the colour as well, which I think just for now I'll make it the same red as the centipede. Yeah, the mossy look doesn't look any good in red, so that'll do, and I can always change that later to sort those out. Speaking of the centipede, I'll use the welding attachment. I'll come up here and do that because, yeah, heavy armour blocks, they are quite resource hungry. I just find you can do about one or two of them at most with the loading up your inventory with the metal grids and steel plate. So that's, yeah, using heavy armour. The large grid blocks certainly I find is definitely a welder on a vehicle type situation. Okay, so hopefully I'll edit out me just putting the blocks in the wrong way around for the last 20 minutes. And I'll just make a bit of an entrance through here. So that's where the connection will drop down. And I think I'm going to put the cargo container here so I can still get access to it. I could access it via the Gatling turret, but yeah, having the access on the side there, it'll be tucked in low enough that I don't think anything's going to shoot it. Right, need some stuff for conveyors to link that up. So I'll grab those. So I'm just using the build vision, so I'm going in here and hovering over the inventory pad and using the middle mouse button to grab all that stuff. There we go. We'll just scoot in here and go upside down for a bit. Let's change that to the default colour. Right, so we're just about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort out the conveyor system, once I get the right one, and put the Gatling gun on top. But all this heavy armour I'm just going to leave unconstructed, because I'll come back out with the centipede and the welders and finish that off. So once we get this Gatling gun on, that will pretty much be it, and then I'll skip across the other side and we'll do that one. And just didn't have quite enough stuff. Right, we'll skip to the next one now. Alright, here we are on the other side, and I've built the scaffolding to get up here, and yeah, it's quite a little nice sort of plateau here. Good spot for the Gatling gun, but I'm actually just thinking that also up here could potentially be the location for where I put all my aerials and stuff. But then also I've got the entrance for the drone bay for the citrus hangar. So what I want to do is create a hangar that's got a round entrance where the citrus drones can all fly in and out of. So it would need to be a vertical shaft, and then at the bottom of the shaft it'll sort of branch off in different directions to have their own individual homes. So yeah, the citrus hangar for the limes and the grapefruits, and no doubt I'll have some lemons and mandarins and that sort of thing also. It was quite a long way up here with all the scaffolding, certainly a lot further than up the other side. So what I might do is, you've already seen me thumble my way through building one already, and you know where the other one's going. So I might do the old fast 40 thing rather than skip, and yeah, we'll come back with the completed things, because time's marching on today. Okie pokey, that's all done. Just rigging up the switch to turn on the defences. This is my second attempt at putting the switch in. Just wasn't quite happy with how it looked the first time, and I didn't quite have my groups right, but got that all sorted now. So what I've done is I've just poked a block in behind the stone wall that I can hopefully put this interior pillar thing on. And just get rid of that, and then I'll just pop on one of these new button things. These are part of the scientific Sparks of the Future. It's a scientific button, Sparks of the Future DLC. So just get the extra bits for that. Thought I had them, but looks great there. It's the interior thing must have just added it. Anyway, so I'll load this up. And what I've done is put the Gatling guns into a group now, which I failed to do last time. So there it is. Cool. So we'll just do them on and off. Eventually I probably will have a timer or something like that to do multiple things, because there'll probably be lights and stuff as well eventually. I'll just name this as well, just in case anybody forgets what it is for. But yeah, quite happy with that button panel, and I'll probably put them around the place. We're going to call this Fort Defences, I think. I'll put a few around the place that will do the same job, so I don't need to be in a specific location, because yeah, when you're being attacked and panic sets in, you want things to be simple. Probably do some sort of little graphic on that screen as well, so I'll just make this a bit bigger and centre it. I'll just get rid of this text padding as well. Now this defaults to 2% whenever you restart the game. So if you don't want it to default, you need to put a value in, even if it's 0.001 or something, because the game doesn't like zeros, it seems. So you need to put something in there, and that stops that from happening. But here are the Gatling guns. Pretty simple, but yeah, quite happy with how they sort of came out. Just check, yeah, that's off, so I guess I turned them off just a second ago. They must have already been on. And the other one up here somewhere, it's a bit dark. There's a little light in the distance. Yeah, and there's the other one. And just check, that one is also off. Okay, and big number 2 on the side there, just in case you forget which number it is. The other one being number 1. Might just put a light on there as well, because it's just not really happening for me finding this thing at night. Don't want to crash into the cliff. I'll just change that to the same sort of flavour as the base. I think one of these will do the trick, and I'll just use the build vision to up all the stats on this, make them bright. I don't know why they don't default to the brightest first. It seems a bit odd to me. That's good. Now I can see where they are in the darkness. Don't really want to plough straight into the side of a cliff, because I know that's exactly something I'll do. Now what I'm doing here is just, I've decided that I'm going to put some signal lights on as well. Now when these things are turned on, then they'll flash, and obviously when they're turned off, they won't. So I'll be able to just tell at a quick glance whether they're turned on or off, which is quite useful when you're sort of approaching the base with maybe a pirate something hanging off the bottom of your vehicle, and yeah, quite important to know whether they're on or off. So I'll just set all these up, and I'll have them bright red and flashing alternately quite quickly, and add them all into this defences group as well. So yeah, when I press that button down the bottom, or an alternative somewhere in the base, it'll just automatically turn all this on. Alright, so there we go, they're all done now for the number 1 Gatling gun, and I'll just go and weld up into the number 2, but they're all programmed and going, so that's all super awesome. And yeah, that's going to be us for today. I've had enough really. It's just been raining all day, which has been appropriate for the mood, given the lesson that I received this morning from the Space Pirates. Yeah, so we'll just turn this on and off. They're still going. That's because I haven't changed the group on the button panel. Yeah. Anywho, tomorrow, as in the morning of the game, and whenever I get back to playing it, The next episode we'll be doing a grinder pit, so pretty much where I'm sort of standing actually. I'm going to do it somewhere here. Then also have to look at some storage, so I really need to do something there and start on that manufacturing area. So yeah, and probably at some point off camera I might put in another couple of Gatling guns, one up by the wind farm and maybe another one lower down. Even maybe putting in a rocket launcher one that I can manually control if things get real desperate. I can get in and deal with that. Yeah. Anyway, so thanks everybody for watching today. Hope you did enjoy it. I'm going to go off to bed now, I think. I haven't actually slept in the beast for a while, so now's as good a time as any. And here, back in real life, it's bedtime as well. So, thanks everybody for watching once again. Hope you did enjoy today once again. And we'll catch you next time, hopefully. Stay safe out there, and have a good night.